But a day well lived makes every yesterday a dream of happiness and every tomorrow a vision of hope. Carrying the same vision, we, the American University of USA, successfully completed 36 glorious and tremendous years of its existence and coordinates with the International Educational Charitable Society. We are extremely pleased to welcome you all. Now I request our following dignitaries to come on to the dais. I request Mrs. Madhu Krishan, Vice Chancellor of American University for Global Peace USA, to come on to the stage. I invite Honorable Justice Dr. T.N. Valinayagam Sir, Judge of Lok Adalt, High Court of Madras. Please come on to the stage, sir. I invite Honorable Dr. K.R. Sham Sundar Sir, Director General
General of Police, Tamil Nadu, to please come on to the stage. Respected Dr. P.N.K. Indian, President of International Educational Charitable Society, International Press and Media Association, International People Protection Movement, International Human Defense Organization, and Human Rights Protection Organization of India, President Mr. P.N.K. Indian, to come on to the stage. I invite respected Mrs. Ragini Devi Rajnaika Selvam, Country Chief of Air Tanzania, Government of Tanzania, to come onto the stage. Now it's pleasure to welcome Ambassador Mrs. Patheti Mudian Saj, Nilanthi Nayana Kumari Kodakara, a Sri Lankan social activist and an ambassador, to come onto the stage. I invite respected Dr. V. Rajaprasad, corporate legal professional, a research scholar, member of Indian National Bar Association, member of Delhi High Court Bar Association, chief advisor for the Third Eye International Association for Justice, and president of International Press and Media Association for Chennai District, to come on to the stage. I also invite respected Thiru K. Ratna Sabapati, Faculty of Yoga Science and Therapy, Meenakshi Academy of Higher Education Research Institute, General Secretary of Tamil Nadu Yoga Sana Sports Association, Director of South India Yoga Alliance International, and a certified yoga professional of India Yoga Association, New Delhi. And at last, respected Dr. Bindu Indian, General Secretary for International Educational Charitable Society, International Press and Media Association, International People Protection Movement, International Human Defense Organization, and Human Rights Protection Organization of India, General Secretary Mrs. Bindu Indian, to come on to the stage. Now, every function requires a lighting of lamp. So I request our distinguished guest will light the lamp, starting with our chief guest, Dr. Mrs. Madhu Krishan ma'am, to light the lamp. Krishan ma'am, to light the lamp. I request Justice T.N. Valinagam sir to light the lamp. I request our Honorable Dr. K.R. Shyam Sundar, IPS sir, to light the lamp. I request Dr. P.N.K. Indian sir to light the lamp. I request Mrs. Ragini Devi Rajnaika Selvan ma'am to light the lamp. I also request Nilanthi Nayana Kumari ma'am to light the lamp. I request respected Dr. V. Rajaprasad sir to light the lamp. I am requesting respected Thiru K. Ratna Sabapati sir to light the lamp. And last, I request Dr. Bindu Indian ma'am to light the lamp. Tamil Thai Valtu. So now I'm requesting everyone to please stand up for a Tamil Thai Valtu song. Please be seated. The world is full of diamonds and gems, and we are having some of them here today to build this event. With this note, I would like to welcome you all to this wonderful doctorate convocation ceremony organized by the American University of USA, establishing global peace worldwide from 1985 onwards, building up a transformed civilization of peace-loving, peace-living, peace-practicing, for making nations sustainable, developed, prosperous, and a strong nation. They coordinated with the International Education and Charitable Society, presenting the doctorate for the winners of various fields in society. Now felicitating our dignitaries with Shalva. So now I would like to call upon Mr. Venkateshan, Registered Pharmacist, Senior Sales Executive for Cystopathic Lab Private Limited, and a social worker from Kanchipuram district to felicitate our dignitaries. Welcome, sir. Now he will be felicitating our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Mrs. Madhu Krishan. Now our Venkateshan sir will felicitate Honorable Justice Dr. T.N. Valinayagam sir. Now Venkateshan sir will felicitate Honorable Dr. K.R. Sham Sundar IPS. He will be felicitating respected Dr. P.N.K. Indian. Now Venkateshan sir will felicitate Mrs. Ragini Devi Rajnaikar Selvan. Now Venkateshan sir will felicitate Nilanthi Nayana Kumari ma'am. Now Venkateshan sir will felicitate Dr. V. Raja Prasad. Now Venkateshan sir will felicitate Thiru K. Ratna Sabapati. And Venkateshan sir will felicitate Mrs. Bindu Indian. Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Bindu Indian, General Secretary of International Educational Charitable Society, to felicitate our chief guest, Mrs. Madhu Krishan, with a bouquet. Thank you, ma'am. In a social event like this, both the welcome speech and vote of thanks plays an important role in any function. So I'm glad to welcome the General Secretary for IECS State Students Wing for Tamil Nadu to address the gathering by a welcome speech. So I request Ms. Sonika PI to address the gathering.
Good morning, respected ladies and gentlemen. It's so wonderful to see you all here on this rainy day. We are very pleased to welcome those of you that have been with us for a long time now, as well as those who are new to the association. This function is being graced by the following distinguished personalities as our chief guest on the stage. Honorable Mrs. Madhu Krishan, Honorable Justice Dr. T.N. Balinayagam, Honorable Dr. K.R. Shamsundar IPS, Respected Dr. P.N.K. Indian, Respected Mrs. Ragini Devi Rajnaka Selvan, Ambassador Mrs. Pateti Mudiansalege Nilandi Nayana Kumari, Respected Dr. B. Raja Prasad, Respected Thiru K. Ratna Sabapati, Respected Dr. Bindu Indian, and our most valued recipients and invited guests. I feel honored and privileged to welcome the dignitaries and all the chief guests who have come to grace this occasion on this new day of this new beginning year. We are conducting this doctorate convocation ceremony in order to honor various individuals for their immense hardship and contribution towards the society by way of many activities, namely social activities, topmost business activities, yoga, science and research, humanitarian works, and many more. Congrats to those recipients who are receiving honorary doctorate today. We all want your coordination and blessings to make this event a successful one. And I'm thanking you personally to those who have come to the grace this occasion, and I feel it's an honor to welcome you all. Thanking you.
That was a splendid welcome speech given by Ms. Sonika. Now I want to introduce our dignitaries. So let's give a short briefing about founder and chairman of American University for Global Peace USA is Eminence, Professor Dr. Madhu Krishan. So let's begin with a short video presentation about him and his achievements on the visual screen. So I hope that you can see the video.
And honor that we have a great and prominent personality between us. Yes, I am talking about Dr. Madhu Krishnan.
So I am profusely overjoyed to take the opportunity to introduce our chief guest of the day is none other than Dr. Madhu Krishan. He is the founder and chairman of the American University for Global Peace USA. Chairman cum chief rector, Chancellor of United Nations University for Global Peace. Dr. Madhu Krishan is also an eminent social reformer and activist, environmentalist, scientist, educator, peace builder, human rights and constitutional rights activist, motivator, a change maker, teacher trainer, disaster management expert, panel attributor, legal aid expert, academician, humanitarian works expert, etc. He's been born on a very remote small island in Andaman and Nicobar Islands in India and very near to Thailand. He proceeded to Madras, the mainland of India, to carry out his university engineering studies. In Madras, he was graduated and postgraduate in engineering. Sorry. Later, he went on with other specialization in different fields in the United States of America. His qualifications are DD, FICA, SD USA, and PhD in USA. Dr. Madhu Krishan, as a role model in his engineering profession, executed several turnkey mega projects of defense and central government projects, harbour tunnels, biggest bridge on the sea connecting two islands, big stadium, powerhouse, hospitals, schools, etc. His achievements and awards. Name with biography of Dr. Madhu Krishan, founder and chairman of Academy of Universal Global Peace of Sanhalia Ashram, is recorded in the prestigious record book of Asian America's Who's Book. He have received many awards, including National Level Award in Bharat Excellence Award and Global Medal. International awards, he have received Best Environmental Engineering Scientist Award, Glory of India, and International Award and Gold Medal in 1997. He held many positions in founder and chairman of Academy of Universal Global Peace, accredited with United Nations, Ambassador of Goodwill of Peace of International Human Rights Commission, USA, and Ambassador of IHRC in SARC SAC, Ambassador of Goodwill of Peace of SMPUDA Global Philippines. He is a chairman of World Peace Collaboration USA. He is the first ever Indian received the USA's President Lifetime Achievement Award for his incredible 30 years of humanitarian, educational, establishing global peace works in almost more than 80 countries. And on this special occasion, I would like to announce two important news regarding our American university. Dr. Madhu Krishan had a strategic meeting with the Honorable Governor of Manipur, La Ganeshan, followed by a meeting with Honorable Chief Minister Shri N. Byron Singh and Vice Chancellor of Manipur Government University for Arts and Cultures, and with a few other public elected representatives, proposing a project of northeastern states of India with social and humanitarian worth rupees 115 crores. He has proposed a project for the development of the northeastern states. So, for making northeastern states sustainable, developed, and ultimately making India the sustainable, developed, and strong nation in the world. And not only that, our American university also gave $2 billion fund for the East African nations. So this much contributions our American university has contributed not only for the India, but also for the development and for the sustainable development of the international countries. Now I request Ms. Sonika will give a very brief introduction about Dr. Krishan in Tamil.
இந்த நாளிலே மிகுந்த மகிழ்ச்சியோடும் மிகுந்த பிரியமும் கூட மாண்புமிகு பேராசிரியர் டாக்டர் மது கிருஷ்ணனின் மனைவியை வரவேற்கிறோம். எமினன்ஸ் பேராசிரியர் டாக்டர் மது கிருஷ்ணன் ஒரு சிறந்த விஞ்ஞானி ஆவார். இவர் உலகளாவிய சமாதான யூனிவர்சிட்டி ஐக்கிய நாடுகளின் பல்கலைக்கழகத்தின் தலைவர் ஆனார். இதை மட்டுமல்லாமல் இவர் உலக புகலிடத்தின் பல சர்வதேச அமைப்புகளின் பல உயர்நிலைகளை வைத்திருக்கிறார். எமினன்ஸ் பேராசிரியர் டாக்டர் மது கிருஷ்ணன் செய்த 4 முக்கிய நம்ப முடியாத சாதனைகள் இங்கு உங்களுடன் பகிர்ந்து கொள்ள விரும்புகிறேன். அமெரிக்காவின் ஜனாதிபதி வாழ்நாள் சாதனையாளர் விருதை பெற்ற முதல் இந்தியராக இவர் வழங்கப்பட்டார். 2017 ஆண்டில் உலக காங்கிரஸில் உலக சமாதானத்தின் சிறந்த உலகளாவிய தலைவரின் மதிப்புமிக்க விருது பெற்றார். அவரது எமினன்ஸ் ப்ரொஃபசர் டாக்டர் மது கிருஷ்ணனின் சிலை ஐரோப்பிய வரலாற்று அருங்காட்சியகத்தில் நிறுவப்பட்டுள்ளது. இவர் ஐக்கிய நாடுகளின் மிக அதிகமான ஆசனத்தை பகிர்ந்து கொள்ளக்கூடிய முதல் இந்தியராக இருந்தார். இந்த சிறந்த சந்தர்ப்பத்தில் அவர்களின் மனைவியின் இருப்பை கொண்டிருப்பதில் நாங்கள் அனைவரும் மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகிறோம். நன்றி.
Thank you, Sonika. Actually, Madhu Krishan sir was planning to attend this meeting, but due to some health problems, his wife, Mrs. P.M. Krishan, Madhu Krishan sir's wife, is attending the function. Thank you so much, ma'am. We are wishing a speedy recovery for this, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Now, I'd like to introduce our Honorable Justice Dr. T.N. Valinayagam, sir. He is a man of distinct vision and a fountainhead of illuminating ideas, an ideal of knowledge and experience and inspiration to all of us. I would like to introduce our Dr. Valinayagam, sir. He is a judge of law adult, a former judge for High Court of Madras and Karnataka, a chairman for National Cyber Defense Research Center for Tamil Nadu. He is born in 1939, studied BA at the Hindu College and Law degree from Madras Law College, and also completed his Masters in English and Language in 1979 and 1982, respectively. Dr. T.N. Valinayagam, sir, is a Doctor of Philosophy in English Literature. His exceptional accomplishments in the fields of English literature, poetry, creative writing, and throughout his career, he carried an extraordinary personality. He has been enrolled as an advocate on 17/9/1961. He was a government advocate and later an additional government pleader in the High Court of Madras. He is a panel advocate in Indian Overseas Bank, Indian Oil Corporation, Indian Airlines, and other corporations and companies. He has been designated as a senior advocate in September 1995. He has been appointed as the judge of Madras High Court on 1996 and later transferred as a judge of Karnataka High Court on 1997. At present, he has been serving as a permanent judge for Lok Adalt High Court of Madras. When we come to the literary side, Dr. Valinayagam, sir, have composed a series of poems in both Tamil and English languages and published them also. He has been hailed as a poet laureate in the High Court of Tamil Nadu in the newspaper The Hindu. Some of his publications where he has published his poems are Sattamum Samudayamum, Marvidir Maname, Vanakkam Tamila, Verses in Variety. This is a book of poems in English published by the Delhi Publication Company. Sir, it's a great honor to come on to have you on the stage, sir. Welcome, sir. An ordinary person facing extraordinary circumstances and acting with courage, honor, and self-sacrifice is a hero. And our hero in our safe society is now our police. So I feel honored to have us another honorable chief guest, His Excellency Dr. K.R. Shyamsundar, sir. Welcome, sir. Sir, you hardly need any introduction. You have made all of us proud for your distinguished work in numerous capacities, especially when it comes to police department. One of the most celebrated police service dignitaries. Speaking about our chief guest, Dr. Shyamsundar completed his Master of Science in Zoology and his doctorate in criminology from University of Madras. After serving for 3 years as a teacher in American College, Madurai, he joined in Indian Police Service in 1977. And he was assigned to Tamil Nadu State because he stood first among the officers of Tamil Nadu. Dr. Shyamsundar served in various different roles from SP as Tirunelveli District, AD Camp to His Excellency for the Governor of Tamil Nadu, on deputation to paramilitary for 5 years, as range DIG in Rabanath and Villupuram district, IGP CID in Human Rights and Social Justice, IGP in Economic Offences, ADGP Training, Chief of Fire and Rescue Services, Chief of Prisons, and last the Director General of Police for Vigilance and Anti-Corruption, Tamil Nadu. While in service, he enhanced his educational qualification by graduating in law from Bangalore district and also completed his PG diploma course in human rights, PhD from Madras University in criminology related to human rights, and postdoctoral research at National Police Academy, Hyderabad. Mr. Shyamsundar was the youngest IPS officer decorated with the President's Police Medal for the meritorious service and distinguished services for his professionalism and impeccable integrity. He authored 6 books to create awareness on crime prevention, human rights, and economic offenses. He has presented papers in quite a few national and international forums. And he also served 3 years as a special rapporteur, National Human Rights Commission for South India, and exposed a few social violations of human rights for the downtrodden, bonded laborer, etc. It's a great pleasure to have you on our stage, sir. Welcome, sir. Now it's a special address. The special address will be given by Dr. P.N.K. Indian, the founder cum president of International Educational Charitable Society. Before that, I would like to say a brief note about him. He is one of the most renowned human rights activists serving the society for more than 30 years. His main distinction is that he defending the image of India with respect of human rights. As upon his interest towards social service, he decided to establish this organization which believes in the field work along with public awareness and advocacy on human rights. Not only this organization, he have established various other societies, trusts, and organizations for the benefit of the society. So, let us know what all his trust societies are. International Educational Charitable Society, International Press and Media Association, International People Protection Movement, International Human Defense Organization, Human Rights Protection Organization of India, and the trusts are P&K Indian Trust, Physically Challenged People Defense Trust, Leprosy People Defense Trust, and Blind People Defense Trust. These are the trusts being audited by him. And last is the co-auditor and publisher of Namal Desam, Tamil magazine. So now I request Dr. P.N.K. Indian sir to address this gathering.
Good morning to everybody, those who are sitting on front on stage. My dear respected sir and madam on stage, they are the very senior, and I am proud of today in this minute because Justice Vallinayagam sir and myself, we attended many stages as a chief guest. At the same time, I buy a doctorate from Vallinayagam sir only. So today I have to remember that day that I was get doctorate from respected my guru Vallinayagam sir. So what? Today I welcome my respected sir. At the same time, our eminence, Madhu Krishan sir, day before yesterday morning, I picked from airport to Savera hotel. And he was happy at that day morning to till evening. But at night 9:30, he calling me and telling that I eat one small pineapple piece, but it gets a problem to my body. I don't know what I am going to do. My body is shivering and light fever. And I was afraid. And I informed to the Savera hotel in charge, who is booked. I only booked, but the in charge is there now in Savera. So at that moment, the doctor limit of that Savera and the other people, they rush inside the room and check it. And they check the test also. One test is there, na? 1,500 rupees as a test. The test is negative, then everybody is happy. At the same time, he is afraid and he told me, I have to go to Kaveri hospital. What we have to do? Sir, tomorrow morning, I will come and I will pick you to the Kaveri hospital. At the same day, yesterday, I admitted in Kaveri, Madhu Krishan sir, in the VIP room, because the former Chief Minister of Karnataka sir is admitted in the same campus only, na? So that the campus, our respected eminent sir, Professor Madhu Krishan sir also admitted. But he is afraid because I have to attend this function because Indian and Madhu Krishan sir is the first function. This is the first university. I am coordinator of this university and this is my first function. I am conducting with Madhu Krishan sir. So Madhu Krishan sir told, my dear Indian, what I will do, I will bring my Vice Chancellor, my missus. He started in flight. Within 2 hours, he will be in Chennai. So, behalf of Madhu Krishan sir, ma'am has came. So I am proud of ma'am. I am saying first time, ma'am in my, as a coordinator in my stage. Okay, the third, my respected DGP sir. Last 3 years, I went and meet him. He is having on detective office separately in Ananagar. He is a retired in DG, Director General of Police, and he is having a separate office in Ananagar, detective. So in that office I met 3 years before. And I am talking many times with sir and calling many functions. Sir has told me one thing. In one stage, one lion must be there. Many lions are there. I won't be a tiger. He told me, I am the lion. If one stage justice is okay, because justice is different, DGP is different. So Valinagam sir is very good, nice justice. I will come because Justice Valinagam sir is there. I will come. He told me like that because in another DGP come because in my stage, 5 DGP will sit on one stage in one function. At the time I called DGP Kalimuthu sir, DGP Sadish Kumar Dogra sir, DGP Bolona sir, DGP Mukherjee sir, DGP Anukumar Jayashwal sir. 4 DGPs are very close to me. I used to go to their house and talking every time by phone and WhatsApp. So at that time 5 DGP are coming in one stage and 3 collectors are coming in one stage. So sir told me, I am a lion, I can't be a tiger. Then okay sir, when I put a stage like this, I will make you as a lion. Don't worry sir. That the time comes at last 2 weeks before, I informed to sir, sir you are a lion. Your position is came, you put a lion dress and come to my stage. Okay, he told me like that. Okay, I'm so happy to tell about my 3 chief guests. He's a mass heroine and the heroes of India's and the worldest. And the 4th thing, our sister is coming from a country from Tanzania. Tanzania is a very good officer, country chief of Air Tanzania. He's a gazette rank officer in Tanzania country. Okay, please, everybody knows, please, Tanzania is out of India, na? Then you have to clap. Ma'am is also from America only, but he is a university chairperson, vice chancellor. So I don't ask to clap, because he is in my hand and my fingers. But this ma'am will go away, then I don't know how the ma'am, I will see next. So I am asking the chief guest, okay? And another thing, another chief guest has came as Ambassador of Sri Lanka. It's a long name like me, but my name is short. I made it like that. Ambassador Mrs. Pateti Mudiasilange Nilandin Nayana Kumari Kodekara. I told like that day before yesterday, and ma'am scolded me. Don't tell my long name. I'm not interested. You call me Neelu. This is my short name. This is my short name. You call me Sister Neelu. Then I told from day before yesterday, I started calling her Sister Neelu. So, okay, my respected sister Neelu also there on stage. Okay, please, from Eastern, she's an ambassador of Sri Lanka. Please clap it. And another chief guest, my brother, but in different mother. That is the matter, Mr. Rajaprasad. Okay, he is my brother. Okay, she is more than 10 to 13 years. He is lesser than me, but we are in different mothers. That is the thing. But he loves my family, and we both loves, she is my wife, Bindu Indian, and myself and my family loves Rajaprasad sir and my sister and their daughter. Okay, last 15 years, 14 to 15 years, we are tied up in one train and one flight, one travel in one family. He helped me a lot of things, but there is a lot of things I cannot mention in this stage because it's a service order. Okay, and another thing, my another chief guest, Mr. Sababadi. He is a different person. One time I went to YMCA stadium. He asked me as a chief guest. At that time, IG Ratna Sababadi sir, IG is the chief guest. And he told me, IG Ratna Sababadi sir is coming. So you have to come, Indian sir told. Then I went to YMCA stadium. What he is doing na? In the will ambo arrow. அந்த ஒலிம்பிக்கில் அந்த ஒலிம்பிக்கோடைய அவர் ஒரு சேர்பர்சன் தமிழ்நாட்டுக்கு அந்த கேடரில் இந்த ராமாயண கதை மகாபாரத கதையெல்லாம் கேட்டிருப்போம் த ஆரோ அண்ட் லைக் திஸ் போட் லைக் ராமன் லக்ஷ்மணன் லைக் திஸ் அண்ட் ஆல் பட் ஈ ஒன்லி இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் இன் ஆல் ஓவர் இந்தியா த யோகா ஆஸ் வெல் as த ஆரோ ஸோ I seen a different thing 100 children 200 children one is from Padi in my area their parents also there in that same category all the children are having like this and there is a function first prize second prize like that so a different type of sports different type of things what he is doing so please clap him once again so every children we won't send to Arrow and we want to send to some other things like that we have sent to IT like that studies software field like the engineering field doctor field IAS field something like that only we will send our children but he's a different cadre in different activities so we have to clap him okay so other than we can see she is my wife Bindu Indian I already told about her I'm not telling big history of her, otherwise she will teach a big history in my home. So I close up my history within 4 lines. She is the General Secretary of these 5 international organizations and 5 trusts and my magazine. So she is servicing with me past 25 years. She is, my marriage finished 25 years, more than 25 years. But she is young till now. Okay, so she is traveling with me 25 years and she is service with me, and we are traveling with one family, my elder daughter and the younger one, and last one, everybody, last one you can, you see the Kuttu Velakku, he catched my last one. And second one is welcome. And the last one will come for vote of thanks also. So thank you so much for hearing my some little words. Sometimes you may be happy in that. Sometimes you may be come out of stage, out of door, and you call me and you may shout. I don't know about that. But anyhow, I finish my speech. Thank you for all. God bless you. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Indian sir, for an overwhelming speech. Now, I would like to introduce our another special guest, Dr. V. Rajaprasad. He is a corporate legal professional, a research scholar, a member of Indian National Bar Association, member of Delhi High Court Bar Association, is a chief advisor for Third Eye International Association for Justice, and is a president for International Educational and Press and Media Association for Chennai District. So now I would like to call upon Dr. V. Rajaprasad sir upon the stage to present an inspirational speech for our gathering. Please, sir.
I thank you one and all for being here on the very first day of the year to honor this function, and I welcome all our chief guests and dignitaries in this dais. I wish all the best and Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you very much. And I thank Dr. P.N.K. Indian sir for giving me this awful opportunity to speak over on this stage. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajaprasad sir. Success is the result of perfection, hard work, learning from failure, loyalty, and persistence. Now I would like to call upon Thiru K. Ratna Sabapati sir to come to the stage and speak a few inspirational words. Before that, I would like to introduce about Ratna Sabapati sir. He is a PhD scholar, a faculty of Yoga Science and Therapy for Meenakshi Academy of Higher Education and Research Institute. He have completed various professional courses in Advanced Yoga Teacher Training Course, International Yoga Diploma from Mexico country, Diploma in Yoga, and completed his NIS in Archery Case too. He has more than 14 years of teaching experience as a physical educational teacher and 18 years of experience as a chief yoga instructor. He is a certified yoga professional in Indian Yoga Association, New Delhi, General Secretary of Tamil Nadu Yogasana Sports Association, Director of South India Yoga Alliance International, Joint Secretary for Tamil Nadu State Yoga Sports Development. He received many awards for the contribution towards the yoga, and to mention a few, let's say Yogacharya, Yoga Ratna, Yoga Bhushan, and Yoga Dronacharya from the country of Mexico. So I request Thiru K. Ratna Sabapati sir to share a few words with the gathering.
Good morning, respected chief guests and dignity doctorate awards holders. We are happy to inform that Happy New Year from all. So I am extremely proud of you successfully to honoring your doctorate, to honor to receive the doctorate award to very special occasion in the New Year's. May your graduation be beginning of many more wonderful achievements in your life. Congratulations from all the who honor to receive the doctorate awards. Coming together is beginning, keeping together is process, working together is success. Today will be, the program will be going to success. To fully effort to Dr. Indians. Perle or Indian, so give them big applause to Indian sir. the very good leader to make together. So last 2 years வந்து ரொம்ப சஃபர் ஆகி will conduct these functions. ஸோ அதுக்கு நல்ல எஃபர்ட் எடுத்திருக்காங்க. அவரை வந்து என்ன சொல்லணும்னா, தேனுக்கு விளம்பரம் தேவையில்லை, பூவுக்கு விளம்பரம் தேவையில்லை. ஸோ லைக் தட் இந்தியன்ஸ் டோன்ட் டு add and promote to advertisement from in the world. He reached from the more than 100 countries. So give them big applause. The leaders are made, they are not born. They are made by the hard effort. Today is a hard effort to conduct these occasions. So give them big applause to one more time to Dr. Indians. What you are do make a difference, and you have a decide what you kind of difference you want be make. So who wanted to receive the doctorate award to promote and introduce the more doctorate awards to this tie up with the American University. So please encourage them to Dr. Indian sir and Dignity Valli Nayak sir and the respected lions sir told the one lion to make the forest. So he has allowed the lion only. So don't think about this. I'm not the tiger. So the Indians are to invite from all the lions to in the on the stage. So we proudly say in Tamil poem, பூக்கள் தனக்காக பூப்பதில்லை, மரங்கள் தனக்காக வளருவதில்லை, மேகம் தனக்காக பொழிவதில்லை. So like that, Indians are தனக்காக எதுவும் செய்வதில்லை. So we are invited, give the doctorate award to everyone. So thank you very much, give the opportunity to speak about. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your heartfelt wishes and your famous Tamil poem. And now it's time to hear some wisdom thoughts. So now I request, let us have the pleasure of listening to the speech which will be given by a chief guest, Honorable Dr. K.R. Shamsundar sir, IPS, Director General of Police, retired in Tamil Nadu district. Please, sir.
At the outset, I thank you very much for having given the opportunity to be a part of this function. The guest of honor, Dr. Mrs. Madhu Krishan and Vice Chancellor, and Chief Guest, Honorable Justice Valli Nayagam, and Judge Lok Adalat, High Court of Madras. Then Mr. Indian and Dr. Raja Prasad, Mr. Ratna Sabhavati, other dignitaries of the dais, the deserving recipients of the degrees, and their proud kith and kin, ladies and gentlemen. He told me, Mr. Indian, two things about lion. Do you know, lion sleeps for 16 to 18 hours a day. Only one animal surpasses it, that is tiger. It sleeps 18 to 20 hours. Well, having said that, he also told me I started my career as a teacher. Those days, teachers had the bad habit of asking questions so that the students don't snore. Don't be scared. I'm not going to ask, but I'm going to make a statement. We should all answer that question. You all present here like to be happy. Am I right? Am I right? Yes. Am I right? Yes. I think you should have given them, looked after by giving pakoda at least. Or samosa, he said. Is there any dissenting note? Anybody is unhappy? Only one? No. But I like to say, I'm very, very unhappy. I feel exhausted, not physically, but mentally, psychologically, and emotionally. Why? In 7.9 billions, 20% live below poverty line. They called us multidimensional poverty. And in developing countries, it is 1.35 billions, of which Indian share is 35 crores. And do you think that one of the richest countries, USA, has no poverty? Do you think rich countries no poverty? 13.4% of Americans live below poverty line. They don't get even $1.9 a day. They account for 4.4 crores. The question is, why it is so? Is our country, our mother India, we don't have any sufficient resources? No. All developing and developed countries have sufficient resources for the need of everyone. Please underline need and not for the greed. What happens? It is the greedy nature which has caused 7 sins. One is we have got politics without principle. We have got commerce without morality. We have wealth without work. We have pleasure without conscience. And we have got worship without sacrifice. And we have got science without humanity. And lastly, it is concerning education. Before I say about education, I like to ask you, when you ask the students, why are you studying? After some time, giggle, they'll say, to get good marks. Why you want to get good marks? Then they say, I want to get a degree. Why degree? I want to get a job. Finally, ultimately, it comes to one thing, that they want to get a cushy job. So they give importance to cash. And because of we parents, we don't inculcate good attitude. Instead of cash, you remember KASH. This is the purpose of education. K is for knowledge, S for you develop skills, and then the most important, attitude. Once your attitude is inculcated and make it a regular good habit, then regular attitudes will become a habit. So that cash you should remember. Whereas parents fail to inculcate certain qualities. And there are quite a few ladies and your parents, I like to know, what are the first 2 words the parents teach their newborn babes? And what are the 2 things we should, 2 words we should teach? Can you, what are the 2 words we teach? He says something, appa. Appa, amma. Illa sir, Aangilathila, in English we teach them dad and mom. Instead of this, if we teach them 2 words, love, truth. And then the parents, by their personal example of simplicity and hard work. You just see, love, truth, simplicity, hard work. And love and truth encompasses compassionate, and then empathy, sympathy, everything will come into the thing. If these 4 things they said, and Justice Adalat, I like to ask, sir, will there be any problems if the 4 things are incurring any violations of human rights in the world? He says, no, there won't be any violations. And what will happen? I will lose my job because police stations will be closed one by one. And justice may be happy, but courts also will be closed. This is what is required. But instead of these 4 things, and what is the expected of the schools? See, the schools, I used to say, I just said, it is enough if they talk about compassion. And they can't lecture to the tiny tots. Instead, they should let them practice. For example, if they have got animals, to love their pet animals and love the environment, love the plants. This is how they should encourage. And talk about certain important events like Natak, like Harichandra. And this is how one should do. Whenever I used to visit elite colleges in Chennai, I used to ask them, you do two things. You should take all the students to the mental hospital. Let them see the newborn child, for no fault of it, is suffering so many things. And then you take them to slums and see how difficult it is for them to earn a small thing for their bread. If human suffering is learned, everything will be good. This is what we fail. Therefore, the seventh sin is having education which does not build up character. These are the 7 sins. And who told about these 7 sins? Who listed these 7 sins? Any guess? He's a politician. He's an Indian. Who is that? And only politician in the world who brought religious ethics in politics. Any guess? Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi's bit. You remember when he went to South Africa, what was the treatment given to Indians? We were British citizens, but we are treated like whoever you may be. You may be rich jeweler, you may be barrister, or you will be called as coolie. Tell me, where is in this Bible that discrimination is allowed? In front of Jesus, everyone is equal, but they are discriminated based upon color. This is very, very bad, and you know history of it. Now, recently, there was lynching in Pakistan. One Sri Lankan manager was lynched and killed on suspicion that Muhammad Prophet was, he burned a small slip of paper. This is what it said. But immediately, there was a furor and everybody criticized, and the Prime Minister said, no, this is not, it's a dark day in Pakistan. But India, it's something happening. We are not protesting. In recently Haridwar, you know, in religious congregation, they want genocide against Muslims. Why they should do? They are equivalent citizens like us. But this is something atrocious. After some time, he was arrested because he said, I am supporter of Godse. What he did was correct. I salute him. Recently, he was arrested 2 days back after a fortnight. And then there was protest for his arrest. I think something is going serious wrong. Why these such things happen? Because you and I remain silent. The triumph of evil is due to silence of the good. We should not remain silent. This is what you think over. We have got conscience. Now, okay, now coming to that, we talk about science and technology. It has done wonderful things. And you see the information revolution, we have communication revolution, we have got transport revolution, so many things. However, it has failed to do one thing, that is touch upon humaneness. This is where something happening. So this is universal humaneness is very, very important for solving the international problems. In addition, it is a compassion which becomes the pillar of the uniting the various things. Once we do all these things, and then we have a different world. I said you teach these 4 things, you have a different type of education, you dedicate yourself, and then we come. Then how we go about it? Simple. Adimel adi vaital, ammiyum nagaram. What is softer than water? What is harder than rocks? Yet, hard rocks are hollowed by soft water because of this perseverance, steadfastness, and relentless pursuit. This is what is required. So you have this, before you go home, you take a vow that I will do it from tomorrow, no. Or next year, no. Next month, no. Next week, no. Today, after a good time, no. You should do it today and now. You should become change agents. You should change. You bring up your children properly, then you have a better education. You join NGO or you start an NGO, and then you just inculcate, fight against these 7 sins, and we are going to have a very good India, which will be peace-loving, peace-living, and they call us peace-practicing and peace-perpetuating India, and strong India. And just like infectious diseases, like corona, good things will also become infectious. The entire world will become thing, and each and every country will become a strong nation. We will have a stronger world. And you start today and now. Thank you for your patience. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for this thought-provoking speech. We are very charmed by your sharp eloquence. The key to success is to focus on goals and not obstacles. Sir, actually, it's time for Valinagam sir to speak. Sir, but we're requesting you that Mrs. Ragini ma'am, as flight is on 2 p.m., so she should receive a doctorate little earlier. Is it okay, sir? Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, now presentation of doctorate certificates. The main event for a convocation ceremony, the presentation of doctorate certificates and awards for the winners of various fields of society for their excellent performance and for their enormous contribution towards the society for the welfare of the people and in business field. So the certificates will be presented by a guest of honor and other chief guest. Side of rejection. Yes, success is not given, it is been earned. On the name of the American University USA and the International Educational Charitable Society, we are honored to confer the doctorate to the outstanding individuals. Are various winners in various fields of society. So our first doctorate award is being awarded to Mrs. Ragini Devi Rajnaikar Selvan, Country Chief of Air Tanzania, Government of Tanzania, is been receiving Human Excellence Golden Award and Certificate of Excellence. We need a huge applause from your side so that our awardees will be like motivated and next time they will achieve even more ardor.
மோகன்ராஜ் சார் சார் உங்களை சவேரால கொஞ்சம் ட்ராப் பண்ணிடுங்க சார். அவங்களுக்கு 2 மணிக்கு ஃப்ளைட்டு, இப்போ 12 ஆச்சு. ஓகே, அதுலேருந்து அனுப்பிடுமா டான்சானியா ஃப்ளைட் அப்பா 1.5 மணி நேரத்தில் டிபார்ச்சர். நெக்ஸ்ட்டு கூப்பிடணும். நெக்ஸ்ட்டு போயிட்டோம். ஐ வில் ட்ராப். மோகன்ராஜ் சார் எங்கே இருக்கீங்க? அவங்கள சவேரால விட்டுருங்க. கார் விட்டாங்க.
Doctorate winner, Mr. Pramod Kumar Adi, MS Computational Sciences, USA, founder and chief of Vasudeika Kudumbam International, director and head of Siddha Veda Community, United States of America. He has been receiving the award, the degree of Doctor of Yoga Science and Research, honoris causa, and Certificate of Excellence. Due to some reasons, he could not attend the meeting. So on behalf of him, Mr. Suresh Gopu, Vice President of VK International from Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh, will receive the doctorate.
அடுத்தது குரூப் போட்டோ இருக்கு, தூக்கிட்டு ஓடி போயிடாதீங்க. ஓகே, அங்க வாங்கிட்டு அங்கேயே உட்காந்துருங்க. அடுத்தது குரூப் போட்டோ எடுக்கணும், 8 பேர். அதுதான் எங்களுக்கு கிடைக்கக்கூடிய கிஃப்ட், அந்த குரூப் போட்டோ தான்.
Next, Ambassador Mrs. Pateti Mudian Salj, Nilanthi Nayana Kumari Kodagara, Sri Lanka social activist, has been receiving 3 awards. One, Best Women Empowerment Leader Award for the year 2021 of Sri Lanka. Best Youth Icon Award for the year 2021 Sri Lanka. And the Certificate of Excellence.
குரூப் போட்டோ எடுக்கும்போது அவங்க கையில் ஹேண்ட் ஓவர் பண்ணணும். எங்கே இருப்பீங்க? யார் நம்ம குரூப் போட்டோ கொடுங்க, ஹேண்ட் ஓவர் பண்ணணும்.
Yes, sir. Now, Mr. M. Venkateshan, Registered Pharmacist, Senior Sales Executive, Systopic Lab Private Limited, Social Worker from Kanchipuram, Tamil Nadu. He has been receiving the degree of Doctor of Social Works in Honoris Causa and Certificate of Excellence. Our next doctorate laureate, Mrs. N.S. Mini, BA English Literature, BA Corporate Secretaryship, CEO at St. Mary's Group of Institutions, Tenkasi, Tamil Nadu, is receiving the degree of Doctor of Literature, Honoris Causa, and Certificate of Excellence. Our next laureate, Mr. A. Thiruvankarasu, Principal for Sri Vidya Mandir College of Education, Gurusammapalayam, Namakkal, Tamil Nadu. He is receiving the degree of Doctor of Humanity, Honoris Causa, and Certificate of Excellence.
சர்டிஃபிகேட் வாங்கும்போது போட்டோ ஃப்ரேம்ல பாருங்க. அப்புறம் நீங்க என்ன திட்டக்கூடாது, போயிட்டு போயிருங்க, மூஞ்சி தெரியலன்னு. ஓகே.
Mr. N.R. Mani, proprietor for MRA Homes and Developers and social worker from Chennai, Tamil Nadu, is receiving the degree of Doctor of Social Works, Honoris Causa, and Certificate of Excellence. Welcome you, sir. Our next laureate, Mr. R. Nirmal Raj, Diploma in Automobile Engineering, Chief Operating Officer for Amdila Mobility Services Private Limited, Ernakulam, Kerala, President for International Press and Media Association, Ernakulam District, Kerala. He has been receiving the degree of Doctor of Skilled Entrepreneurship Management, honoris causa, and the Certificate of Excellence. Now, Mr. Now, Mr. S. Babu, a politician and social activist from Virundanagar, Tamil Nadu, is receiving the degree of Doctor of Social Works, honoris causa, and the Certificate of Excellence. Miss Mr. A. Sivanandan, Director of Atlabs Textiles Private Limited, President of International Press and Media Association from Theni District, Tamil Nadu, is receiving the degree of Doctor of Skilled Entrepreneurship Management and Certificate of Excellence. Next, Mr. V. Shanmugasundaram, Senior Manager of Administration HR, Project Reporter from iTech RI Private Limited, Social Worker from Madurai, Tamil Nadu District, will receive the degree of Doctor of Social Works, honoris causa, and Certificate of Excellence. Due to some reasons, he couldn't attend the function, so on behalf of him, Dr. Bindu Indian will receive the award. Today they are the winners. Tomorrow it can be you. So please encourage them through your clapping your hands. Our next social activist, Dr. A.M. Raja, Deputy Block Development Officer from the Government of Tamil Nadu, State President for the Tamil Nadu Rural Development for SC/ST Government Officers Association, State President for Intercaste Couple Welfare Association of Tamil Nadu, State President for Central and State Government SC/ST Employees Federation, National General Secretary for All India Dalit Action Committee, Tanjavur, Tamil Nadu, is receiving the degree of Doctor of Humanity and Certificate of Excellence. Our next achiever, Mr. P. Sadish, State Vice President for All India People Welfare Association and Social Worker from Kanyakumari, Tamil Nadu, is receiving the degree of Doctor of Social Works, Honoris Causa, and Certificate of Excellence. Next achiever, Mr. N. Suresh, Trading and Social Worker from Kanchipuram District, Tamil Nadu, is receiving the degree of Doctor of Social Works, Honoris Causa, and Certificate of Excellence. Our next achiever, Mr. T.J. Rajesh, for his outstanding achievements as a medical representative and social worker, Kanchipuram District, Tamil Nadu, is receiving the degree of Doctor of Social Works, Honoris Causa, and Certificate of Excellence. Our next achiever, Mrs. R. Premila Devi, for her accomplished service as a social worker in Madurai, Tamil Nadu. She is receiving the degree of Doctor of Social Works, Honoris Causa, and Certificate of Excellence. Our next doctorate laureate, Mrs. S. Sindhushri, for her accomplished achievement as a proprietor in Rajasthan Tiles, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. She is receiving the degree of Doctorate of Humanity, Honoris Causa, and Certificate of Excellence. Our next achiever, Mr. G. Hemant Kumar, for our achievement in specialization in road safety and traffic education, RTO Commissioner from Karnataka. He is receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Honoris Causa, and Certificate of Excellence. They are receiving this award because they have achieved something in their field. So it will be good if we can hear some noise, clapping, and so that they will be encouraged a lot. Our next achiever.
சர்டிஃபிகேட் வந்து எடுத்துக்கிட்டு அங்கேயும் போயிடாதீங்க, குரூப் ஃபோட்டோ எடுக்கணும். ஓகே, குரூப் ஃபோட்டோ தான் எங்களுக்கு நீங்கள் கொடுக்க போகிற விஷயம். ஓகே.
Our next achiever, Dr. Sudhir Kumaraswamy, a yoga teacher, trainer in Bangalore, Karnataka. He is receiving the degree of Doctor of Yoga Science, Honoris Causa, and Certificate of Excellence for his outstanding achievements in the field of yoga. Our next laureate, Dr. K. Manohar Reddy, is a politician and social worker from Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh. He has been receiving the degree of Doctor of Humanity honoris causa and Certificate of Excellence for his outstanding contribution for a social activist and a worker.
சார் அவங்களே தெரியாதவங்க அங்கே இங்கே திரும்பினா கூட அவங்க ஒழுங்காக ஒரு வரையும் போட்டோ எடுக்காதீங்க இல்லை போயிட்டு எனக்கு கூப்பிட்டு திட்டுவாங்க இது எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் எனக்கு.
Our next achiever, Dr. Riya Sanjesh. She's been achieved for a specialization in Vastu and Spiritual Science, practicing Doctor of Vastu and Alternative Medicine from Karnataka. She is receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, honoris causa, and Certificate of Excellence.
சுந்தர் சார் ஃபோட்டோ எடுக்கும்போது இது வரைக்கும் வருதா இல்லை என்னோட முடிச்சிருக்கீங்களா?
Our next achiever, Miss Monica R. She's a social and human rights activist from Bangalore, Karnataka, is receiving the degree of Doctor of Humanity, honoris causa, and Certificate of Excellence for her outstanding achievements in the field of social science, social field. Our next achiever, Mr. G. Sivaraj, is a chartered accountant from Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Sorry, didn't attend the function. And the last doctorate achiever, Dr. P.N.K. Indian. He is the president of International Educational Charitable Society, International Press and Media Association, International People Protection Movement, International Human Defense Organization, Human Rights Protection Organization of India, and president of P&K Indian Trust, Physically Challenged People Defense Trust, Leprosy People Defense Trust, Blind People Defense Trust, and the editor cum publisher of Namadesam. He received his doctorate for his outstanding achievements in the field of social field. Self-belief and hard work will always earn you success. Now our achievers will pose for the group photo. Pateti ma'am. After this, we will be having a group overall photo where all the awards. So I'm requesting that please don't remove your gown. Team for organizing this function, please come to the dais and take a group photo. Please be seated. Now our chief guest will address the gathering. I request everyone, please be seated. Personality of tonight, Honorable Justice Dr. T.N. Vallinayagam sir, Judge of Lok Adult and High Court of Madras. He will be addressing you. Thank you.
அனைவருக்கும் இனிய புத்தாண்டு வாழ்த்துக்கள். இந்த புத்தாண்டு லஞ்ச் சாப்பிட்ட நேரத்தில் நான் உங்களுக்கும் லஞ்சுக்கு இடையில் நிற்கிறேன். உங்களுக்கு ஒரு சின்ன கதை சொல்ல விரும்புகிறேன். ஒரு அமெரிக்கன் இந்திய நாட்டுக்கு வந்தானா, வந்த உடனே எல்லா இடத்துக்கும் கன்னியாகுமரியிலும் காஷ்மீருக்கும் போயிட்டு திரும்பினான். அவன் திரும்பி போன உடனே அமெரிக்காவில் உள்ளவங்க கேட்டாங்களாம், நீங்கள் இந்தியனை பார்த்தீங்களா அப்படின்ட்டு. அவன் சொன்னான், நான் இந்தியனை பார்க்கல, காஷ்மீருக்கு போனால் காஷ்மீரியை பார்த்தேன், பெங்காலுக்கு போனால் பெங்காலியை பார்த்தேன், டெல்லியில் போனால் டெல்லி வாலாவை பார்த்தேன், தமிழ்நாட்டுக்கு போனால் தமிழனை பார்த்தேன், மலையாளத்துக்கு போனால் மலையாளியை பார்த்தேன், தெலுங்கு போனால் தெலுங்கனை பார்த்தேன், அங்கே இந்தியனை பார்க்கவே இல்லையானாலாம். அதனால் இன்றைக்கு இந்தியன் என்கின்ற ஒரு மனிதன் நம்மளையெல்லாம் இந்தியன் ஆக்கி அனைவருக்கும் பட்டம் கொடுத்து உங்களை மகிழ்வித்திருக்கிறார் என்றால், பட்டம் என்பது மன மகிழ்ச்சிக்கு தரக்கூடிய ஒரு சான்றிதழ். அது கல்லூரியில் சென்றுதான் படிக்க வேண்டும் என்பது அல்ல, உங்களுடைய நல்ல குணத்திற்காக, நீங்கள் செய்கின்ற சேவைக்காக, சமுதாயம் உங்களை விரும்புகிறது என்கின்ற அந்த நிலைக்காக கொடுக்கப்படுகின்ற பட்டம். அந்த பட்டத்தினை உங்களுக்கு ஒன்று காணாது 2 பட்டம் கொடுத்துருக்காரு. ஆக நீங்கள் இன்று முதல் நீங்கள் இந்தியனாக மாறி அந்த 2 பட்டத்திற்கும் உரியவனாக மாறி இன்னும் சேவை செய்து இந்தியா வாழ்க, இந்தியனாக நான் வாழ்வேன் என்று சொல்லி வாழ வேண்டும் என்று வாழ்த்தி அமைகிறேன். வணக்கம்.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your words of wisdom. Your thought-provoking address set a perfect platform for a stage. Ladies and gentlemen, we rarely get this opportunity to listen to the words of great personality, Mrs. Madhu Krishan ma'am. So let us have the privilege of listening to the message given by her.
His Excellency Justice Sir, His Excellency Sam Sundar Sir, and other dignitaries on the dais, and my dear brother and sister, and today's awardee. I won't take much of your time. First, I would like to wish you all Happy New Year, and I would like to congratulate all the awardee. I know you all are very impatient, it's the lunch time. But from that behalf of the American University, the Global Peace University of United Nations, I would like to congratulate all of you, and I wish all the best to everyone. Since today you have been awarded on the work you have done for the society, and I hope after getting this award and degrees, you're going to work better in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. This is the final program of a function. It is difficult to start a function, organize it, and complete it with a perfection because it is a pre-planned social function and it requires a lot of contribution from many people, and their understanding nature and coordination is required a lot. So this is the time to say a small vote of thanks for all who have been working for us till the end of the function, and for those who have accepted our invitation and came forward to attend this function. So now the vote of thanks will be addressed by Miss P.I. Ronika Indian.
This is a time to say a small word of thanks for all who have been working for us till the end of the function, and for those who have accepted our invitation and came forward to attend this function. Respected Mrs. Madhu Krishan, Honorable Justice Dr. T.N. Vallinayagam, Honorable Dr. K.R. Sham Sundar IPS, respected Dr. P.N.K. Indian, respected Mrs. Ragina Devi Rajnaika Selvan, Ambassador Mrs. Paltheti Mudiyan Selage Nilandani Nayaka Kumari Kodakara, respected Dr. V. Rajaprasad, respected Thiru K. Ratna Sabhavadi, respected Dr. Bindu Indian. I feel honored and privileged to get the opportunity to propose a word of thanks on this special occasion. On behalf of the International and Educational and Charitable Society and the entire team, let me call it as a fraternity of social interest and social welfare hired together, and on my behalf, I extend a very hearty word of thanks to all the speakers for gracing the important work and sharing us with your valuable findings and opinions today, and even to the organizing team for their perfect logistics support and guidance they have extended to all of us at this occasion. Well, it is difficult to organize a social event. The wheels started rolling weeks ago. It requires planning and a bird's eye for details. We had been so fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very motivated and dedicated members of this organization who know their jobs and are result-oriented. I would even like to thank the staff members of this organization and the persons who are responsible for the invitation, technical arrangements, stage setting and lighting, the press and media contacts, and others for the immense hardship in conducting the social event. Thank you to one and all. Thank you, organizing committee. Thank you once again. Signing off by Ronika Indian.
Thank you, Ronika, for addressing gathering. Until we meet again. By concluding this, Thank you, respected chief guests, recipients, and audience, for spending a valuable time with us from the starting of the event and waiting patiently till its end. So now I request everyone to stand up for a national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल गायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता
Thank you all. Thank you once again. Now I request the candidates to please give your gowns.
மேடையில் வந்து அந்த ரூமில் எப்படி நீங்கள் கவுன் போட்டிங்களோ அதே மாதிரி மேடையில் வந்து கவுன் கட்டி கொடுங்க ப்ளீஸ். ஓகே, those who are received the doctorate certificates, the gown has to be replaced to the university. Otherwise, they will charge for us. Please come to the room where you dressed first. Place you have to go there and remove the dress and hand over neatly. Okay.